Welcome to the I Am Talking Black Talk podcast show. I'm your host, Khing Jus Wurk. This is Welcome to the I Am Talking Black Talk podcast show. Which word? I'm your host, Khing Jus Wurk. Welcome everybody. It's about being honest with yourself and your audience. Sometimes I get really frustrated with the direction of life. And when I say that, I mean the expectations of others and their perceptions of everyone and never themselves. Because it's easier to see things in other people than in yourself. So it's like my whole life, I'm trying to find the right words, but judgment, always judge. I grew up in the foster care system, group homes, and such. Being in that, it was judgment from day one of going into the system. And prior to that, I do know of community, being from Red Hook, 80s baby, New York in the 90s. It was love, it was nice. Though I had my problems growing up in the projects, we had a crack epidemic. So my family was on it. My mom, she went to rehab, she proud of it. My grandmother, God bless her soul, she was using it at the time. And my father, again, I said in the first episode, he's much older, so he was not really the picture if he wasn't the picture at all. Upon leaving the safety of my community, I went into the system, and it was a crazy experience. People always hear about what happens outside the country. You know, to certain groups of people, but you never really hear too much about foster children in general. The kids here in the United States, a lot of children fall through the cracks. There's a lot of abuse going on, a lot of neglect. Some people get children for profit gain, like monetizing children. And it's even worse with social media. People are getting kids so they can go viral. I was always told, get your life together, go to school, get your degree. Everything will work out for you. For a time in my life, having a degree was not something that seemed attainable. You know, you gotta be real honest with yourself. You know what I mean? Like, you had the beach hop coming on. It was real like that. I was out there, you feel me? I don't glorify my past. It was a struggle. You have to hit your bottom, and people that been through programs and whatnot, the steps, they understand what that means. Some people receive that differently. I receive it in the sense of, like, some people feel like, oh, I want to get NA, whatever. I was in the program, and I will never ever use it again because that's the program teaches me. They try to stay away from any addictive substance. They will not even use Advil if it came to it, not drink. You feel me? Like, you feel like, hey, you want to drink? Like, no. In disrespect to their sobriety. You feel me? But I chose to come at it differently after going through those steps and programs because I was influenced at a young age. I was in the streets and juvenile detention. I was in adolescent unit in Rikers. I was locked up. These things really happened, and I was out there. The reason I was out there was because I was hard-headed. I had to go out there and find out things on my own. It wasn't like there weren't people in my family, my mother herself, cousins, uncles who actually went through things. Most of my family that I associated with is from New York or Newark, New Jersey. Those are not safe places. You feel me? Then I made my way down south to different places, Georgia, Tennessee, Florida, Texas. I've been to a lot of different places. I've been to Maine. You feel me? Just traveling. You got family in Virginia. You just think about places you go traveling with family. I've been to a lot of different places. After I was in foster care, I went to stay with my mom for a little while, and that was a complicated situation. Not because of my mom, she had her husband and my little sister. Just a lot happened, and I had to get away from that. I did get a scholarship to go play football and academic scholarship. And that's why I said I went to Maine, but that was short because I really messed that up. It was college preparatory school. You know, real life experiences, you feel me? Like I said, I am talking the Black Talk podcast show with me, your host, Khing Jus Wurk. You feel me? I have real life experiences. I've been through a lot of different things, a lot of different situations. So I get to go to private school, Kent Hill, Maine. It was a great experience. I played football. I even was the class president. It was fun, but things didn't really work out. So I got suspended. Didn't get to go home really. Got to live with my uncle. That went way left, and I started trapping, hustling, grinding, whatever. I started doing that. And my mom, she did what she could, but I couldn't come back home. I could have heard people say, oh, don't judge her, you feel me? I was out there, I was fighting. I was doing me, you know what I mean? I was young, just doing me. I had to get it. And that wasn't a good thing for my little sister to have around her. And my brother, he was doing his own thing. That's his business, you feel me? But he was doing his own thing, a little rough life, you know what I mean? So not being able to come home led to me just going to Jersey a lot. Now I mean, out there in Jersey is rough. You feel me? I'm not gonna act like it's daisies out there. Oh, it's not. A lot of people don't go to different boroughs. A lot of people don't go across that bridge. You feel me? There's a reason, and I had to adjust to that too. Survival mode, always in survival mode. The reason why I'm saying that, I said at the beginning, judgment, going in a group home, the foster kid and all that stuff. People call me, you talk like a white boy, picked on me and stuff. And after getting my scholarship, prior to having my scholarship, I didn't have no girlfriends. Girls didn't really like me. To be honest, I was not really noticeable. I'm not gonna act like I was the tough guy, popular in school. I had friends, I had people I chilled with. But being a foster kid and going to the group home for 4 years, I would compare that to somebody coming home from penitentiary or jail. I was in there for 4 years, from 8 to 12. My foster mom, God bless her soul, I love her to death. Her son, he had passed away. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna say her name, but it's in the newspaper. He got shot in school. You know what I mean? That's a whole nother deal. And she couldn't have me stay with her anymore because I was wild and I missed my mom. I was doing a lot of bad things even then as a kid. That's why I said there's no bad kids. You can say it was bad, or you can say it was acting out, but I was doing it. You feel me? I did a lot. I cut in school. I was only 6, 7 years old. I was just doing a lot of things because I felt like I could. And the group home gave me a little more structure. Traveling, took me to plays, taught me how to actually read books and awards, put religion into my life, got baptized, had my Holy Communion, confirmation, being Catholic, you feel me? Like diving into religion, you feel me? It was a place that was owned by Jewish people, but they gave us a religion, so that was a kind of safe place. But later on, my moms came into my life and going around my family in Jersey, chilling, it was good to be back around, but I did feel like I belonged because they were doing things that I wasn't doing, and it was about being tough. It wasn't like you can't be on some soft stuff. Like, my family ain't no chumps, you feel me? Like, my family are no chumps, like, that's a fact. So you can't be a punk, things popped off, you had to be with it. I adjusted to that. They say, oh, you talk like a white boy, all this nerdy stuff. Like I said, trapping. I don't want to go in details because I don't like talking about it too much, but later on in episodes, I will eventually in the future. Pulling licks became better and quicker. I'm like, why I gotta go out here and hustle when I can pull a lick and do somebody do hustle? And it's like, I'm at odds with that. You feel me? Because yes, I talk to my homeboys about it. It's like, yo, I'm out here grinding, I'm working to get it. We have morals and rules. Like I said, G code, rules, know what I mean, street code, whatever you want to call it. No women, no children. You feel me? No civilians. You feel me? People that work 9 to 5s. You don't bother those people. But if you out here in the streets, it was supposed to be fair game because you in the street, you should expect it to happen, and that's what I was taught. You feel me? Shout out to a lot of quote unquote OG big homie that took me under their wing. They taught me a lot of dumb stuff, unnecessary stuff. In all honesty, you know what I mean? That's why nowadays when I talk to the youngins coming up, ain't no jealousy because they chest puffed out. And I understand where that comes from, you feel me? Because I was once that young. I had something to prove. Judgment, the older dude trying to shut me down, and I'm about to explain that. It's like they always hit me with the, oh, I got a family, I ain't got no record, you young, I'm trying to teach you how to do it, make you tougher than me. And I ain't saying they didn't mean well, but it's also a sign of manipulation, you feel me? And giving you like short bread, like 20 off for 80, or you out here all day, every 100 you make, get $20, you feel me? And then trying to discipline you in front of other people. That's what I'm saying, real street stuff, you feel me? That's why I wasn't really too keen with gang stuff, you know what I mean? And a lot of big homies, people that rock with me, understood that. It was always respectful things, like the lines you don't cross. Some people get that, some people don't. And it was, like I said, a long journey. When my grandma passed away, God bless her soul, I was really lost. I was really hitting the block hard. I was really using hard, like really using. No details just yet, gotta keep that PG rating. But yeah, I found my way in Tennessee to my family, my auntie, and my cousins, God bless their souls. I really love them to death too because I consider them my good cousins. They're probably motivated, educated, hardworking women. So they allowed me to come down and chill with them and stay with them for a while. And it went good for a minute, got a job, I even went down to help Katrina, giving myself props on that.
To the I Am Talking Black Talk podcast show with your host, Khing Jus Wurk.
So after I got a job at Home Depot, And when the Katina hit, they were like, hey, we need people to go down there. I went down there twice. I did a great job. I'm a hard worker when I work. So that went well for a little while, but then got caught up with the ladies, got distracted and lost my job. And then I started back to doing street stuff, retarded, crazy stuff. You know what I mean? I'm real. I'm talking about myself, so I can say that. You know what I mean? I didn't know why I was doing some things. I was very impulsive. You feel me? Like, it was no joke. I was very, very impulsive. So still moving, still getting in trouble, in and out of jail until I met my ex-wife. That wasn't even a healthy situation. You feel me? Like, she was real on me with all that, you dig? The one thing she did do great, she gave me a sense of class, or you need to elevate yourself or do something better, do something different. She's like, why don't you feel like you deserve these things? And I appreciate that. That was some real cool thing, but it was a very toxic relationship. Know what I mean? So that relationship led me to college. I'm in college now. It's so weird, again, judgment. While I'm in college, all my friends feel like I left. I had the opportunity to improve myself, do something different. And I'm so happy and ecstatic. Like, wow, I'm about to do this college thing. And it felt like I belonged finally, because I always watched the shows. What's the name of that show? It was a Cosby Show. I'm not saying anything about the Cosby, you know what I mean? The spinoff. I used to watch that. I watched that a lot, so I always wanted to go to college, but got so caught up in the life that going to college wasn't a possibility for me. So with no details on how I got to go to college, I did. I went to Full Sail University, one of the top-notch schools. A lot of people don't even get accepted to graduate. I had to do this for myself. I had to prove that I could do this. It was a long 4 years, supposed to graduate in 36 months, but it was 4 years for me. But I did it, and it was a very proud moment. People from school that I met, some of my friends, my child's mother and my mother were there, but it wasn't a big affair. No celebration, parties and cakes. I never got that. So, you know, my first graduation, you feel me? I'm just being real with you. It was like one of the biggest moments of my life. The school made it great. My teachers, I had pictures and moments like, yo, call me work, people in the crowd, you know what I mean? It was a great moment, but it's just expecting my family to be there, you know what I mean? And share their pride with me, like they share their judgment in me all throughout my life. And I know it takes a long time for me to get somewhere, and I'm new to this whole podcast thing. I'm trying, it was new to me. That's what I'm saying, judgment, because I could have gone to the college. It's my choice not to go to college. I wanted nice things in the moment. You feel me? I wanted quick money. I wanted to pop bottles and, you know, get lit. I'm just being real with you. It's not like I really paid bills like that. I had a crib in my name. I got money. I chilled. I showed love. I had fun. Once you grow and you mature in yourself and find value in yourself and what you want to do and who you want to be, everything changes a lot. You know what I mean? It's harder now. I'm not doing those things anymore. I used to contemplate doing them, but I'm like, why? I look at my daughter, she's 6 now, I love her to death, she's my heart. And it's like, you know, why would I risk leaving her or even being far away from her for months, let alone days or possibly years by making any mistakes? You know what I mean? And I say that to everybody. He said, this is I Am Talking Black Talk podcast show, talking to people that look like me, you know what I mean? All this judgment, everybody saying things, like no matter what you do, people gonna judge you. No matter what goals you achieve, people not gonna feel it's enough. Some people gonna feel like, oh wow, it's great, it's amazing. But the only thing that matters is how you feel inside about the goal you achieve, and does it mean anything to you? Yeah, I'm just being real. Does it matter to me? Nobody's opinion matters. I wish I knew that younger. I wish I was more driven. I give props to the young generation for being so narrow focused, but you need to open your minds a little bit more to know more of history. And we all, like I said, all of us, everybody, older people, younger people, especially in the culture, we have to be more open to each other. It doesn't mean weak or bend the knee, you know what I mean? It's more respectful, because this whole social media war, he said, she said, it's kind of backwards. It makes no real sense. You feel me? And it's like we are at a point through social media and technology where we can unite with each other and talk to each other, share ideas and grow as a people. You feel me? And for some reason, that's what we're lacking. We're not choosing to do those things. We're posting pictures of the most asinine things and things that don't make no sense. Sometimes I ask myself, the title of this episode gonna be Red or Blue Pill. The Matrix is like, am I living in the Matrix? It makes no sense. You have access to all this knowledge. I'm ignorant to a lot of things myself, but the ignorance that some people display with the access to the information is beyond frustrating. AI is making it even worse. And it's like we have each other, we have people. The whole slavery thing, enslavement, I'm not saying forget any of that. I'm not saying reparations aren't due, you feel me? Respect to all parties and situations involved. You feel me? There's no reason for continued hatred to be targeted against one group of people. And as a black man, I feel like we're wearing the burden more than other people, you feel me? I feel like we wear the burden more than a lot of people. Nobody protecting black men. There's no programs, there's no help. And it's like when you ask for help, you belittled. And I'm telling you from experience, it is so demeaning to be humiliated as a man seeking help and doing your best and giving your all, and you're receiving nothing but rejection and judgment. I'm dead serious. I calm down a little bit, you know what I mean? Yes, because it's just so crazy though, you know what I mean? Like, no matter what you do, people gonna judge you, you know what I mean? Growing up in the situations I grew up in, foster care, group home, even the LGBTQ, respect to it, like who cares who sleep with who? Shame on the people who judge people or shame people for liking whoever they like. If God's gonna judge, let God judge who people share their bed with. I'm tired of talking about it. I feel like there's other subjects we can move on to. You feel me? There's a lot of ignorance, again, on the subject of that community. We have to accept that. If I don't like you, I don't like you. It doesn't matter who you're sleeping with. That's your business. I only rock with certain people. I'm a people kind of person, but not always. Sometimes I just don't want to be bothered with nobody. Like, I'm just being real extra introvert, whatever you want to call it. But when I'm around people and I want to be around people, I'm a social butterfly. You feel me? It's no joke. You know what I mean? But for the most part, it's like, yo, I don't care who sleep with who. Respect me. I respect you. I'm born the way I'm born. You born the way you born. Peace. Some people don't feel like they're born the way they born. That's them. You get it? It's like, yo, this world, it's so crazy. What's going on? The judgment, make a choice. What are we deciding to do? What are we doing really? You feel me? I have no idea. I'm trying to figure it out. That's why I'm doing this podcast. I got bills to pay. Let me hear my pitch. Turn that up.
Welcome to the I Am Talking Black Talk podcast show with your host, Khing Jus Wurk.
Yeah, let me wrap it up though. Like I said, it's been a long journey, but I feel like if anybody has something to say about these subjects going on in the world, I have a lot to say. I'm talking Black Talk Podcast, Khing Jus Wurk. You know what I mean? I want to share my knowledge. I want to grow with people. I monetize this. I monetize my life, my situation. I want to grow and relate with people. I'm going to invite some guests, some premium guests. I don't rock with everybody, but those I rock with are awesome people all across the board. I know artists, fighters, professionals, creatives. If they want to come on the show, they're more than welcome. Again, I'm Khing Jus Wurk. This is the I Am Talking Black Talk podcast, and we're out. Peace.